Even back in the 1600s, Harvard was too liberal, at least for this guy. In 1639, a baby was born who would change the fates of two of the US's most notorious universities, and like 20 people who may or may not have been witches. He was named Increase, I guess with the idea that he would go out and increase God's prosperity in the new world. And that's certainly what Increase tried to do. At the totally college-ready age of 12, he went off to Harvard College, which at the time was brand new and heavy on Christian religion, especially the reformed conservative style that the Mather family loved. Increase graduated from Harvard at 17, picked up a master's degree in Dublin, and eventually came back to the colonies to become a big-time Puritan minister and one of the most influential figures in early colonial America. Increase did a lot of stuff with his increasing clout. He increased the political and religious conflicts between Massachusetts and the British Crown. He increased the number of Mathers with weird first names by having his own son named Cotton, and with his ministries on the evils of witchcraft, he arguably increased the number of witches hanged in Salem from 0 to 19. He also increased his influence at Harvard by becoming its president in 1685. Increase thought Harvard, like everything else, should stay devoted to Puritan ideals, and he did his best to keep it that way for the next 16 years. But college students have always been a little counterculture. By 1700, some more recent Harvard grads like John Leverett and William Brattle started getting seduced by the more chill ideas of God in other branches of Christianity like Anglicanism. And in 1701, they ousted Increase from the presidency and replaced him with Leverett, the first non-Puritan church guy to ever hold the office. Apart from just having Riz for days, Leverett also brought newer concepts of religion to Harvard, which conservative Puritans did not like. So Increase Mather dreamed of making the colonies great again by giving future generations the same strict religious upbringing he had loved so much. But as his hold over Massachusetts decreased, Increase set his sights on Connecticut instead, where he got together with some old buddies to build a new college with old values, the collegiate school, which would be run by the church, for the church, so help them God. They needed some money to get things moving, so Increase hit up another friend for help, the wealthy British merchant, philanthropist, and slave trader, Elihu Yale. So in the beginning, Yale was literally created to be Harvard's traditionalist arch nemesis, the Wario of colonial colleges, if you will. Hard to say what that metaphor means for present-day Harvard and Yale, but when you've known each other that long, you're bound to have some history. Anyway, who founded your alma mater? And how many witches did they kill?